This is driving me insane. What you bring to the table is everything. Seriously? Somebody shut this woman up. I'm gonna explode.
If a man needs a woman to go 50-50 on bills and expenses, does he really see her value beyond her financial contribution? Because at the end of the day, 50-50 is a roommate, not a love match. 50-50 is, well, what do you bring to the table? 50-50 is nothing special, easily replaceable by another woman who can match that financial contribution. 50-50 is doing you a favor by being with you. 50-50.
So she's implying that the reason why a woman is special is if a guy asks for 50-50 is simply her ability to provide. What the hell? How does that even make sense?
Means there's no evolutionary drive to, as a healthy, secure male, provide for and protect his lady in some sort of way. 50-50 means that he doesn't understand that a woman's greatest power is being a creator and nurturer. Women are givers of light. We expound whatever you give us. You give us 10 and we'll make you 50. You give us a bag of food and we'll cook you a meal. You give us a seed and we'll make you a baby. You give us a house and we'll make you a home. You give us a heavy heart and we will heal it. You give us a soul and we will protect it. So what is that worth?
Give us a soul and we will protect it. How do you protect souls? I mean, somebody shut this woman up because she's getting on my nerves. Her tag is fashionably divorced. She definitely looks like she would suck the soul out of a marriage. Looks fun to be around. If you are going to base all of the assumptions of who a person is on how he wants to share money with you, you're just a gold digger or a money hungry vulture, because all you can think about is about money, apparently, and you can't see the person for who the person is. Do you actually pay attention? Do you actually select your love, or are you just going off by, oh, does he choose say to me that it's 50-50, I don't want to be his roommate? I mean, let's just go over the things that she says, because this is driving me insane. Is he a roommate versus your love match if he asks for 50-50? I'm just gonna skip that. I don't understand how sharing expenses makes you a roommate versus having love or not. I know damn right that there are relationships where the man provides for everything and maybe the love is dead. Kaka's wife left him, look it up. There's plenty of rich women that had the money from her husband that didn't get what they needed. And then again, I know plenty of people that have 50-50 that are truly bound by love. I know couples where the wife was earning more than the man and they got together, bit of an uncomfortable situation for every man, but mostly research shows for women. And then the guy started earning more money. Eventually they got babies and their life changed. And what bound them together was love. I also know other situations where the man earned more money than the woman and eventually the woman surpassed him. And what kept them together is not who paid more or who had more. It was the fact that I enjoy spending my life with you. So that has nothing to do. She also mentioned, is it only about what you bring to the table? What you bring to the table is everything. But we're not talking about how much food can you put on it. We're talking about the table of life, your heart, your emotional needs, your psychological needs, the desire to play. How do you have fun? How do you grow? How do you challenge yourself? How do you challenge yourself intellectually, but also physically? How do you work out? How do you experience life in a fantastic, prosperous way, an inspiring way? How do you taste food? How do you consume art, literature, movies, all of that? What do you bring to the table? It is the most normal question ever. And to treat that question as if it is strictly financial, it's just disgusting, to be honest. Also, she says, if you ask for 50-50, you're treating her like she's nothing special. Now, if somebody's special, now you have to pay everything? Is that how you define somebody's worth? I don't even want to go deep on this. Your replaceability, she mentioned that as well. How replaceable you are. Is that related to asking if the person is willing to share 50-50? Seriously? I'm gonna explode. And also she mentioned the evolutionary drive to provide and protect. Do you really have it? My lady, we're living in different times. This notion that men are meant to be providers and women are meant to be nurturers, it's true and it's natural. But that's not how current society is built up. We are living a synthetic life, not a natural one. For example, I, as a man, was designed to be a hunter, was designed to be polygynous, and assert dominance through violence. However, I have a job, I'm not hunting, I have a 9 to 5 working behind a desk. I am not polygynous, I have a wife and I'm devoted to her. It's not sustainable to be chasing around 1 million women and to prioritize that in your life. I'm a working man. I have wealth to build. I have dreams to achieve. And I cannot solve every problem and assert dominance with violence because I'm a man who follows the law. So you see how this notion that human nature is the definitive guiding principle of how romantic relationships should be carried is completely fallacious and outdated and redundant and, to be honest, idiotic. So this argument, although important, is just incomplete. It is not applicable to our times. It is important because our behavior, our desires tend towards the natural. So they are a great conveyor of truth, of wisdom. If you look at nature, you can take so much wisdom from it and apply it to our modern lives and to the decisions we make on how to manage our relationships. So the natural world is a great teacher in our infinite quest for balance in this modern society. And going back to the point about asking for 50-50 compromises you from a masculine energy perspective, and me finding that that's utter BS, including not treating the other person as they are special, because the same applies inversely. When we think about the commitment of a woman, how much is she willing to sacrifice for a man? Most importantly, let's talk about how masculine energy comes from a man's feeling of strength and power. And that indirectly means him making the best financial decisions he can to contribute to the expansion of his personal wealth. Preserving and growing his total net wealth should be the biggest representation of empowerment, instead of simping his health away for a woman that he loves or finds beautiful. A true, strong, masculine man will not be pressured into irresponsible spending and will preserve his total net wealth and lead it to expand and grow.